well. But this weekend, the interwebs were just a complete mess. But if you do not ever want to get conned in life, I suggest you just go through each and every thread so that you know who to avoid and who not to avoid. Sawa. It all began with Wilkins, who people are not too sure whether that's his full name, but me, I don't know. Well,
it's not his full name. That's not his real name.
And this guy was doing something that Sana I've seen it happening on Facebook, right?
Yes.
Where people claim to either be somebody they're not, or claim to be working with certain personalities to create this perception that they're what they're really not. And so this guy had done the same with me. Quite a few people. Janet Mbogwa, Victoria Rubidiri, I saw her yesterday commenting on Twitter.
My friend from The Trend, but now works for BBC.
Larry
Madowo.
And he was the one who came out. So when I found out Wilkins had written on Facebook about how me and him met which of course was a lie, I just decided to handle it offline, right? So my management called him and told him to take down that post because it was alluding that he was managing me, which is not true. And he took down the post, but he didn't put up a retraction. But even then, I just left it. I was like, okay, the post is down. Whatever, because I was like, I don't know who this guy is anyway.
But it's just not gonna stop there.
Yeah, because Shafi was like, you can't. I was like, he's like a young guy, whatever. It's over, it's done. Until Saturday morning, when Larry Madowo got online and said, and Larry's was even worse, because mine, it was just a post where he claimed me and him had met, which of course
and
was a
helped
lie.
You with your Adele initiative, yes.
But now Larry's, he'd actually done a whole poster, posted up like, this is how I make brands, like he had, and even on his website,
he tried to suggest that he's helped and he has built Larry Madowo's brand to what it is today,
which is a lie. So Larry then posted up and said, I don't want anybody else getting conned using my name. This thing is fake.
Yes.
So then people started coming out and saying, yes, he's fake.
Well, it all started with a lie.
Yeah.
No, not as this guy is a lie. No, like yes, Robert a lie. Yes, because Robert Lai exposed this guy on Thursday of last week. I think Wednesday or Thursday. And this guy actually went on a Lai's page and even tried to make a mockery out of the expose.
Yeah.
Only fast forward to Saturday. I was not online. But when I woke up this Monday, I've been going through the comment sections of hashtag Wilkings Fadhili or Fadhili the Con.
So what was really sad for me is when... initially, I just thought it was somebody who was trying to lie to people that he's associated with certain public personalities, right?
Yes.
But then there were very many young people, some I know personally, especially in the creative fields, in fashion, who came out and said they were actually conned by this guy of actual money.
Yep.
Yeah. So for me, that's really sad. As the story was unfolding, there was a point where Wilkins posted up a tweet and on Facebook saying goodbye, life has no meaning. And it was a post that was really alluding to him wanting to kill himself.
And that is where now Digital Humanitarian and the rest of the people from Red Cross came through, trying to find him so that they can be able to put resources together, so they can be able to, stop him from, what seemed to be like.
Yeah.
The trolling and all the exposes
had gotten to him.
Yes.
Even at that point, my management again tried to call him.
Yes.
Just to be like, listen, you did something wrong. You even did something wrong to us, but it's not personal.
Yes.
Just make it right. It's not something worth killing yourself over.
Yes.
And of course, he now has taken down those posts because then he came back on Twitter to say, is there any journalist who would be willing to sit down and have a conversation with me?
Well, first things first, Digital Humanitarian has just written to me telling me that the way this guy is a waste of space. Because yesterday he he blacked them out. He just disappeared, only to reappear this morning. And he's on a certain radio station. And he's having conversations of, me and my friend, we've been friends with Ruth Ambogo for a long time at first. But we had an intimate relationship at some point.
Okay, so my take is this. I have two takes, right?
Yes.
The first one is the conversation, honestly, obviously spectators just throw in their memes and whatever to this conversation, right? Yes. But the conversation really should be those young people who lost money.
Can they be paid back?
How are they getting their money back?
Thank you.
All right? And how do we make sure this does not happen again? The second thing is social media is a powerful place because had Larry not posted it online, who knows where the conning would have reached? Can't we use this social media tool to alert people of con artists, which we know there are very many, right? And to alert young people of con men and how to avoid these traps and all of that, and let it get to a point where the con man doesn't get to these suicidal levels.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because what if it was he actually said goodbye and then offed himself? Where would we be in that conversation? How do we make it such that, because I still think it's a powerful tool and a life also, Shaffie, but how do we make it such that we allow, as the people who are spectators and the people who are contributing to this conversation, yes, we allow social media to be a place where we can say, this person is conning people, please avoid, or relevant authorities, please help me get my money, without it getting to the trolling bit?
Well, the thing is this,
how do we do that?
Okay, the trolling, I'm not going to support this guy. Let him be trolled, because you know what, he's taking people for a ride for a long time, and this guy's been going around Kenya and talking to youths, selling them a bogus story of his 300,000 chapatis, which is all a lie. So my point is simple. I just want accountability.
For those young people.
This guy is a fraudster. He has conned young people, because taking 30 G's from someone who does not have a job, Adele, even taking 30 G's from you right now.
Yeah.
Joey Reggie has come and embarrassed himself here, trying to win 28K.
But no, it's serious. Because even when I was thinking about it, I was like, there's so many young people. If, for example, remember when we first talked about conning, right? Those SMSs that
come from committee.
Especially the ones for job opportunities.
Yes.
And I think it was Babu Owino, and I can't remember which MP, who then called us and was like, can you please let young people know that this is not true?
Yes.
We had a conversation on air. We use social media also to make sure young people don't get conned. How do we contain that situation?
You know, we're in a desperate situation already. And the fact that Kenyans are desperate, Kenyans are trying to make moves, Kenyans are, as in people don't know anything. And so there's unsuspecting innocent Kenyans who are young, who are out there. And when they read all these big motivational quotes that people have downloaded from Google, of people pretending to be top 30 over 30, or is it under 30?
Yeah.
Top 30. Whatever that thing is. You know, let me tell you, those are the things.
So you see, the way to reach all of these young people who are desperate, who are in a system that really doesn't give them certain opportunities, is social media to tell them, sawa, we know, ningumu, lakini, this other option, ka ukijua, that's a con.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But how, is there a way that we can, keep the conversation? I should just...
No, let me tell you, ukishashikwa umeshikwa.
Man.
Wacha, ikilipuka ilipuke.
Man.
Siku ya mwizi di 40.
Hey, it was just hectic. But I do feel for the young people who lost their money, because 30,000 bob, even for me right now, to give out or to lose 30,000 bob is something that is, would be very traumatic. What about a young person? What happens to them? What lengths do they go to even to get that 30,000 kind of shit?